hello to everyone who have turned on this video. I want to welcome you to my YouTube channel. Thanks for stepping by. And today there's gonna be a little tutorial video about how to make super small, super tiny jig heads at your home, which are very light, very super light. It weighs less than 1 gram, for example 0.2, 0.3, 0.4, maybe sometimes 0.8 grams, and it is created for very interesting fishing style called super ultralight or extra ultralight fishing style, where people majorly with artificial lures, with small silicone lures, are catching non-predatory fishes, like for example roach, a tench, a bream, crucian, maybe, I don't know, whatever else you have in your local waters and rivers. We will be using very small lures, very small weights, very tiny lines, and very finesse and sensitive rods. Okay, let's start work. First of all, maybe I'm gonna run really quickly through tools and stuff that it will be necessary for doing this. Okay, so excuse me for camera shaking because I have very shitty tripod. First of all, soldering station or any soldering iron, some Twizzlers, how you call that stuff, pliers, yeah, soldering wire, soldering grease, lot fat it calls, yes, and also some tungsten beads sinkers from AliExpress. It is 2 millimeters beads. It weighs 0.2, 0.3 grams, and also we will be needing some 4 millimeters beads, also from AliExpress, and it weighs something about 0.5, 0.4 grams. And of course you will be needing some fishing hooks. Today I will be using a Cobra all-round fishing hooks. I think the model is here, CA124, and the size of the hook is 10 size. If you guys are not have much experience in soldering, like for example I have, because my work is mainly connected with electronics, I solder a lot, please use solder iron without lead, because lead is very shitty metal in electronics in terms of melting, of work with it. It is toxic. And this is high quality soldering wire produced in Germany by the company Canet. You see this is 100 grams reel of tiny nice soft soldering wire, which has flux inside, and it is made from 1% of copper and 99% of other metal. The main metal, SN, is tin. In Latin it is stanium. It is tin, is a very soft and very easily melting metal. So if you will use this kind of soldering wire, it will be easier to work, because this is one high quality. Of course, if you don't have this, you can work with lead, but it is a little bit harder to work with. And also please choose very great and high quality soldering grease. This one is made in Germany. This is the best what I came in my long years. Also some Poland companies also produce a little bit cheaper, but also not bad soldering paste. And of course, last and also very important thing that we will need in this process is some lighter. Yes, because we will need a little bit of fire. let's begin. First of all, I take one hook. Okay, I have one. Put this aside. So, first thing, what we need to do is, with the help of pliers and fire here, to make a little bend upwards. But please don't bend the hook right now, because the hooks are carbon steel fishing hooks, and if you start bending now, the hook will simply broke in this part and crack. This is because the metal has a lot of carbon in it. Before bending it, you need to heat it. So let's heat it. Okay, a little bit fire. Yeah, I see changes in color, some glow, and start to bend till it is too cold. Fuck, I'm too slow. Let's make it faster. Okay. Hot enough and fast. My fingers are burning. Okay. Shit, fuck, yeah. Perfect. Sorry for cursing words. The heat is not very strong. It will do no damage to your hands. Okay, so we have very nice, very beautiful bend. It is really tiny hook, which some people are using in a float fishing. Okay, then I will take some tiny 2 millimeters tungsten bead. I don't know it is steel or it is tungsten, because when I checked it, you see it, yeah. When I checked its magnetic properties with the magnet, here I have some magnet, some strong magnet. The magnet attracts this metal and the bead sticks to the magnet. Like this. Oh, I lost it. No, here it is. Here it is. Here it is. Here it is. So, do you people know tungsten has its some magnetic properties, or it is not pure tungsten? Maybe it is half tungsten, half steel. I don't know. But people are using these beads for this kind of stuff, so we assume that is great. Some people use float fishing lead sinkers. Okay, the bead has a little hole, a little eye. We need to put this bead on our hook like this, and like this, and here our bead has some gap. Now we will be turning on the soldering iron and soldering with this gap with a metal. Let's turn on our, set the temperature to 342, 45, because the melting point of this metal is like 325 degrees by Celsius. So 342 is okay for working. Let's wait till till our temperature will rise, and in that moment we can prepare our little hook, our little jighead, yeah. For soldering we need to, in this gap, to apply some soldering paste or flux. So I open this, take a little piece, a little scrap of flux, yeah. It will be enough. Then I turn my camera back to working spot, yeah. I think everything is seen very clearly. So I take my tiny jig head, yeah, like this. Apply some flux in a gap and also on the hook. Yeah, it helps soldering metal to stick very great on this metal. People who has some soldering practice knows this. Then I will fix it in my pliers. Okay, with the help of my pliers and the little rubber band, I fixed the hook like this. I will show you. Okay, like this. Now I will apply here some soldering metal. Okay, where is my soldering plate? Here. I have already some piece of wire there. I think I will change the angle more like this. It is very not comfortable to work with this kind of tripod that I have, but this is only gear that I have. I need to be happy with it because I don't have a better one. Okay, I think it is seen clearly. We have the focus. We have the focus, yeah, like this. So our soldering iron is hot. We take some metal, yeah, it melted very greatly, and let's do the operation. Just, I don't know if you see clearly, I stick it. It melts and runs down like a water in that gap, because of our flux that we applied, because of this, yeah, because of this, the metal goes like a river, like a water, very greatly in that gap. So we need to apply a little bit more metal. Yes, nice. Okay, put the soldering iron back, turn it off, wait a little bit for this to cool down, because you know the bead has some mass and it absorbs energy, it absorbs temperature, and it is hot. You can burn your fingers down. Let's wipe it with the paper towel. It is cold now. Okay, and we take it out. Let's see what do we have. Our result, we can clear also the hook. Our eye of the hook, or the loop where the fishing line goes, is okay. It is clear without the metal. Be careful not to solder that. So in this video it looks like this process is very slow, but if you make a few of this, you practice a little bit, you will train your hand and you can do this process very quickly. Just bend like 10 hooks, make 10 beads on it, 1 2 3 4 10, and then just fix it, apply flux, solder it, fix it, apply flux and soldering. And also it works a little bit like a meditation. Interesting process. So we have beautiful tiny miniature jig head like this. We can measure its weight. Our scales, yeah, turn it on. The lamp is ruining the process. Okay, like this, yeah, you see clearly. Okay, let's weight it. 0.4 grams. 0.4 grams. And here is one that I made yesterday. It has a bigger weight, bigger head. Okay, come out. Oh, you, it is bigger. It is 0.6 grams. You see, the size is different. Like, and also we have one that I made yesterday with a straight eye. I made no bending in this process. Yeah, I just put the ball on the hook and soldered it. It also is 0.5 grams, but it has a smaller hook. and then you can use a smaller lure. Maybe this kind of size will look very stupid, but when you see by the water where you can catch any fish you like, by the shore, by the weeds, some non-predatory fish, even I think minnows will eat this kind of stuff. Of course, we need to put the lure on it. I will show you which lures we will be using for our fishing style. Okay, let's make it clear. You see, those scales are not very precise. It has some difference in values. So once again, the smaller one with 2, or maybe isn't 2. No, sorry people, I was wrong. This is not 2 millimeters bead, it is 3.5 millimeters bead, not 2, sorry, I was wrong from the beginning. Here it's written 3.5 millimeters. So 3.5 millimeters with a hook, weights 0.4 grams, and the bigger one with a big ball, with a big sinker, weights 0.6, 0.5 on the somewhere between those two measures. I think it can be 0.55, 0.57, but this one is 3.5 millimeters and this one is 4 millimeters. So last part of the video, let's talk about lures, something like this. Here I have a box of lead sinkers. It is float fishing lead sinkers, and this one is like, for example, this ball weight is 0.6 gram. I took it out from the box, and what I can say about comparing this lead sinker with my tungsten sinker, that this one is tungsten for real, because look how bigger the lead sinker is if you compare it with the tungsten, because as you all know, the tungsten is very dense and heavy metal, so it has a bigger density. This is 0.6 gram weight, and this also weighs 0.6 gram, but the difference in size is visible, you see. So okay, let's go to the lures. Micro lure fishing, nano fishing. And of course, I don't know if this fishing style is very popular all around the world, but I know that people in Russia, in Ukraine, in Eastern Europe, they are fishing in a style like this. The style is popular, but I don't know, people write down below the video in the comments if you people fish with this small, almost tiny winter fishing lures. Do you fish people with jigs like this, 0.6 grams in United Kingdom, I don't know, in Germany, maybe Spain, Portugal, United States of America, anywhere in the world? Please write down in the comments, do you fish in a style like this and in super small weights? So about the lures, I will show you quickly. I have a bunch of packs of my favorite tiny lures which I use to catch perch. So I will run very quickly which of them will be okay for this micro lure fishing. This kind of lures you can catch not only perch but also non-predatory fish, as I said, like a roach, tench, crucian, bream, skimmer. Yeah, so this is a good lure, Tanta 1.5 inches long, 38 millimeters long. Very great color, very soft, very tiny lure, like a little leech. It is okay for this kind of style. So the other one is, as you see, very nice, very beautiful creature from, I don't know, this maybe, I will, kingdomfishing.com, yeah, kingdomfishing.com. The size of the lure is 40 millimeters, but if the lure looks too long for you, you can just cut like there, and you will have smaller lure with tail. So another blue leech, also 40 millimeters long, and also if this leech is too long for you, you can just cut the first part of it. You have the shorter lure, put on a tiny hook and try to catch the fish. The same green one, very evil and electric color. It has some UV glow. Another beautiful lure, Polaris, 1.65 inches. It is very nice color, like a honey, and I love them to catch perch on ultralight fishing. When I rig those on 2, 3, up to 4 grams sinker, it has very beautiful action in the water. It's very soft. I'm just lazy a little bit to take it out from the bag, but you see, you can imagine how soft and how beautiful this kind of worm is. And also you can use it on your tiny jig heads that we made before, but if you think that this lure is too big for you, you just can cut it also in the pieces, like here I have just tail, just a tail of this kind of this lure, and I can show you how to rig it. Like, we take our jig head, take our tiny lure. I don't see, maybe you will see in this camera, cause okay, and here, yes, Oppa. Yeah, nicely. Look, almost. Oh, sorry, I ran out of the screen again, because when I work I don't see into the camera. I watch where is comfortable for myself. So you see how beautiful it plays on the hook, and if you do a little shakes, a little movements with your rod, this beautiful baby will play under the water. So like this, or like, for example, our green color radioactive worm. I take my hook and try to rig it. So it also looks very nice, and when you shake your fishing rod, it plays under the water very beautifully. And also, if you think this is too big for you, just cut it right there and use this part. Also, we have this friend, and we will put it on the hook. I am working outside the screen because this is better for me to see. Okay, but what I can say for this long lure, my hook is too short. It needs to be a little bit longer and end in that spot somewhere. But also, if you think that this lure is too big for you, just cut it there and hook it like here. So it also will have very beautiful action under the water, because the silicone, the material is plastic. It has very beautiful play under the water, very beautiful play. So I think that's all for this time. I will put the links of those lures under the video. Maybe I will link our lures because they also are great. This kind of stuff are great. You see, also this one, beautiful, beautiful. Worms also, you can take one worm, cut it in half, maybe use the whole of it. Also very natural color worms, shrimp like worms. Yeah, brown worms, the same Polaris but electric. It will be good for rock fishing at the ocean, and also tiny leeches. So thanks for watching. In the future I think I will make some video about the best lures for perch fishing, only for perch fishing, and maybe when the weather will be going better and more comfortable and the fishes be more active, I will try to make a video about micro lure fishing on the river. Yeah, on the river, and the main goal will be to catch some non-predatory fishes like roaches or skimmers or breams. Yeah, so but everything in the future. So once again I want to thank you for watching this video, for connecting to my channel. Please feel free to write a comment below the video if you have some questions, if you want to say something. Press like button. Maybe you don't like this video, so press dislike button, press anything you want. Be active, and see you next time. Bye.